What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Eddie from Talking Time in a Six. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, we live. Let me just double check this and make sure everything's recording how it's supposed to be, like I do every time, just to double check the audio. So, there it is. All right. Okay, cool. All right. I'm ready. Who's all here? Who's the first one? Anna, what's up, y'all? There y'all are. What's going on? Oh shoot, let me do a little camera adjustment. Alright. No, that's not good. Should have done this before. Well, what's going on? T.416 Scar Town. What's up, Little Nova TV? What's up, Jessica? Okay, we're giving out wrenches. Add as a mod. Alright, Jess, there's your wrench. And Leslie and I giving you your wrench. You feel me? I don't know. All the wrenches got taken and then slowly giving them all back. So that's what tonight we're giving out some wrenches. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Broken Home Podcast. There's a real one. Give him a wrench. Yeah, everybody look out for that tomorrow, or I don't know when it's going to come out actually. So I'm not going to say anything, but just look out in the near future for me and Broken Home Podcast. We're going to be working together in the near future. So tomorrow. I'm just sitting here, having I like these things, man. This is what I'm drinking every Saturday night. I have one. I drink one. For real, I do. Hey, what's up? Frankie, what's up, yo? Big J Biz, what's up, fam? Shout out. Broken Home Podcast just got a wrench. We all family up in here. 9 people already, 3 likes. Everybody, don't forget to smash that like. That's the main thing. So tonight I got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Actually, we're gonna go live for a little bit. I know New Age Plug's going live later on. I don't know where they're gonna be live at, but I know I do want to drop in there and say what up to them. Maybe we'll go stream raid them or something. Okay, so that means we all go over and say what up at the same time. I don't know. You don't know what that means. I'm not sure. I just heard of it one time. I'm just new. I'm just new here. I don't know. Okay, so there's this dude, right? He's a older man. He's actually my girl's ex's father. He is like, when you're that age, you shouldn't be talking foul like that on the internet, where other people in the family, young kids, or people can see that, this and that, just saying really foul things, and it's like, oh man, it's like, okay. Basically, what I'm gonna repeat what he said is, hey, Eddie, Freddy, meatballs, how does my son's dick taste? That's what the dude said. And it's like, that's some weird shit for an older man to say. That's like, it would be like as if my dad did it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But anyway, so I just wanted to touch on that and be like, why is he so concerned on what endlessly tastes like for real? It's like kind of strange. It's weird. She didn't even fuck with him like that. Like she went over on some family dinners and like smokes a couple smokes in the garage a couple times way back in the day, but they weren't even close like that. You feel me? Like it's weird, yo. And I'm just like, I don't know. I've never even fucking met your son. He's in a different country for one. Fucking no. It's kind of weird, yo. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that real quick. And then salute to Ronnie, St. Patrick's Day yesterday. If you haven't seen my episode we made on St. Patrick's Day, it uploaded today because we were working on it all day on St. Patty's Day. It was endlessly talking about on our other channel, talking about the differences between Vegas and Toronto, like in like about she's been here a month, so the differences that she's noticed in a month. So that was a good episode. And then I wanted to talk about this thing about friggin' no jump. What's up with this thing with the YouTube streets talking about this thing with no jumper? I used to like Adam 22. I used to think No Jumper was cool. I used to like Adam 22. I used to like the whole vibe, like on the podcast with all of them. I thought it was a cool thing going on. But now it's obviously falling apart. They're in big shit. What's up, Anna? What's up, Nick? What's up, Hood Billy, Jack Bama Boy? What's up? I'm gonna add you as a moderator too. Oh, there's two different things now. Okay, cool. Oh, okay, yeah. YouTube's been adding a lot of new things. Did you notice that with how it says podcast now? Like when you're looking at everything and it's like shorts, live, playlist, it actually has a spot for podcasts now. That's sick. I love that. And that's really cool. The features they're starting to get are really cool. Now they have managing moderator and then regular moderator. That's really neat. I didn't know that. Well, we hit our first 1,000 views 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know I had a notification, like a short, like a YouTube gives you little short notifications and stuff like that, telling you when you hit milestones. So on our channel with 67 subscribers, we hit 1,000 views. We dropped back down to 665 subs from the. Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe that someone unsubscribed or YouTube took away someone that's inactive for too long. You know what I mean? Sometimes YouTube will do that if someone's inactive for years and years or something and they notice. Well, actually, I haven't had a channel for years, but I mean, I don't know how it works with YouTube, man. I'm still learning every day, you know what I mean? Someone probably just didn't like the channel anymore. I don't know. I got this for tomorrow's interview or tomorrow's work that I'm doing on tomorrow's podcast with Broken Home. So, unless you just finished this like literally half an hour ago, I put or at 7:20 or 7:30. I put that short out on Instagram. I was meant to upload it on YouTube as well, but I just didn't have time. But damn, I think did I get it up on YouTube? I'm not sure. We're so busy, yo. Grade's looking good. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Same thing happened to me. I was at 790, now 789. Oh, yeah, it happens. It happens. You can't let it get to you. You feel me? Oh yeah, 1,000. Whoop whoop. Yeah. Let's get to that 1,000. Let's smash that like, everybody. Okay, so what do you guys think about this No Jumper Adam 22 thing? I used to like this dude. I used to watch quite a bit of their content, before I was a YouTuber myself. Like this is like a couple years ago. Uh, Probably about I'd say 2 years ago, right before I started my channel. I was watching quite a bit of the content. Um, it was good content back then. When he's a pedo. Is that's what I heard, bro. So that's fucked up, bro. But there's something between a pedo, which I don't even want to speak on this, but pedos like young kids, I guess I heard on YouTube streets, and there's a different thing called a herbo, which herbos like these young teenage girls, which is what Adam 22 likes, which is sick, bro. It's fucking disgusting. And I used to think that was a cool thing that he was doing, and then he fired all the black people, I guess, which ain't cool. That's ridiculous when they're the ones that helped build the platform. He friggin' turned in his boy, not turned in, but outed house phone, and it's just ridiculous how he outed house phone for house phone's personal business. He's whatever his own business is, uh, behind the scenes and stuff in his own personal business. Adam came out and told everybody about it, and that's pretty bad for a friend to do. Um, and then on top of that, fire everybody, or it's just or get rid of them when shit hits the fan. It's just a shit show over there. And I just wanted to touch on it with them dudes and see what up. Yeah, Dew went out on tour with Lil Pump when Lil Pump was 16. Yeah, and hung around Pump's fans, and according to Pump. Adam was banning 16-year-old girl fans. Yeah, it's true. I remember seeing footage back in the day, thinking that was strange as hell. Thinking, shit, okay, this is strange as hell, but I guess it's his manager and they're just drinking and getting high. But I still thought that was weird. But I didn't know Pump was 16. I didn't know he was underage like that. I thought he was like 19 or 20. But it's still weird either way. You feel me? Yeah, it's weird as hell. I like the YouTube streets. Those dudes got the streets and YouTube under control. Is pretty cool. You know, I like it. It's a real good thing they're doing there, keeping up on all the dirt on No Jumper there, because we ought to know this kind of stuff in the community. You know what I mean? We're all a small community here. We got to keep it clean up in here. We want to, we don't want the biggest guy in the genres to be fucking weirdos. We want cool people to be fucking running the shit. You know what I'm saying? We want good dudes like Ronnie and fucking and AZ and Diddy and all them dudes, New Age Plug, all these kind of guys, Talking Time into Six and Broken Home Podcasts, you know, Anna the Goat, people like that. That's the kind of people that should have big platforms like that. Yeah, for sure he needs to be blackballed. Fucking right. And then Joe Budden, they were saying Joe Budden, call him a fucking pervert white boy, where I agree with AZ on that shit. Don't try to play that shit off onto us. That shit ain't a white person thing. This is a fucking sicko thing. This ain't nothing to do with white people. It just happens that Adam's white doesn't mean that that's a white thing. That shit ain't cool. You know what I mean? Don't try to push that shit onto us. You feel me? We're fucking homophobic and weirdophobic up in the six. We don't like shit like that. Broken, yes, I've been telling Eddie forever to concentrate on Canada. Yeah, for sure. We should do a Canadian version of YouTube Streets, you and I. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Broken. For sure, Broken Home Podcast. For sure. That sounds good, bro. House Phone had his wife before they got together. Why he mad about that? Weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's fucking weird, man. Definitely, you know. And then he's always fucking talking about how House Phone is like, he gave it away so much, and it's like as if you're not on drugs too, Adam. Like, come on. He goes on about how House Phone's on drugs all the time, but meanwhile, I I know for a fact he's on something. He's got to be. Homophobic is the wrong word. I ain't scared of gays, but I disagree with it. Hate it when people say you're a homophobe because you disagree with it. Yeah, that's true. I just mean we disagree with it up in here. We don't promote it. We don't condone it. Um, a lot of dudes in the six would even be more or less scared to come out of the closet here because it's so looked down upon in the six. You feel me? We we ain't really open yet like that down here. Like some of them are, like in this one area, this one street, Church Street, right? But the rest of the city, not so much. You know what I'm saying? So it all kind of stays in this one little area, and hey, whatever's whatever. I just wouldn't want. I personally would want my son to have another reproduce one day. If I ever have a son, I would want my son to grow up and have a wife and reproduce and have a child one day and all that. You know, that's just my personal opinion. I have nothing against I have nothing against that shit. It's just I don't want it around me. You know what I'm saying? And I think the jails it's like that here because the gang members just don't want it around. Period. And Toronto jails are like gangland, so it's like that's why you don't see it here because the gangs run the jails here, like especially like the West and the Don and the Hearst, shit like that. You don't see none of that. Not like you do in the U.S. It's just in the U.S. It's just too open. Brooklyn, it's like crazy down there with the everything that goes on. We all know. Fuck with Danny Mullen, no, I can't lie. I think he's hilarious. Okay. Broken. Yeah, it's different to be think something's funny or something like that. A comedian or something like that. You feel me? You judge each person by the person themselves. You know. I judge each person. I look at the person and I judge the person on who they are. I don't judge them on their skin color or what they define, what they identify themselves as. You feel me? That's the best way I can put it. That's the way I am. I'm glad you turned me on to him. He's hilarious. Okay. I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him. Exactly, judged by character. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like he does do too much though, like that pissing on, pissing on. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know about this dude, so said he's right, but I go by morals, not society's rules. True. Yeah, it's better to go by your morals and what you go by. You know what I mean? Don't let society determine what you gotta do. You feel me? Don't let society determine your happiness or your, uh, you know, your goals or what you think is ethically right or morally right. You know what I mean? Do you and what you grew up by or whatever your family and you go by. You know what I mean? Everyone makes their own family and gets a husband or a wife one day or whatever it is. You know, I think we should do it. I've been wanting to do something like that for a long time, like a YouTube Streets type of thing, but up in the six. So much stuff happens here that people don't know about. That happens on the news every day. Like just for an example, Anna sent me something about 700 kids getting deported back to India because of their, and that's just something I'm not going to touch on because it's politicish type of school type of stuff. But I mean, like more or less like the stuff that happens here, all the bad stuff that happens, all the murders, all the rapper stuff, stuff like that. A lot of stuff goes down in Ontario, Ontario version of it, because basically Ontario is like our state more or less because we have provinces, but more or less for them to, for a lot of US to understand it, it would be like as if Ontario was our state, you know. Yeah, bro, we will chop that up tomorrow. I'm down. Yeah, for sure, we will. We'll chop it up tomorrow about it. Tomorrow we're gonna be talking a lot on addiction and stuff like that. Pat Stay got stabbed to death. Oh, I told you. And Danny Mullen is fucking out of this world funny, but you gotta be cool with super offensive humor. Oh, okay, okay. I feel you. 10 likes. Sweet. If you're gonna take off, make sure you smack the like, please. Right? Make sure you don't forget. I got more tats to do this week. I'm gonna be doing up some more tattoos, teaching endlessly some more tattooing. Can't wait to finish this shirt. Can't wait to get started. And then see, I had a great day today. Had a good dinner. I already ate. Usually I wait until now and then I'll be getting food made, but we had an early dinner today, and so I'm ready to vibe. What's your latest tattoo? That's the thing. Yeah, we're gonna do a tattoo video too. Endlessly and I. We're gonna have part one, which is gonna be all my tats and like an explanation on like how I got it, where, when, or how old, or whatever. So we're gonna do that in part one on the couple channel, and then part two is gonna be endlessly's and like which ones I gave her and which ones I did myself, all that. What's up, Patrick Fitzgerald? Hit that like button for the family. Yeah, for real. So the most latest one is the date, the anniversary date, the October 1st, 2022. Uh, this one right here. I don't know. Let me see if you can see it. It's gotta come up close. It's upside down though. Yeah, well, that's on our newest video. At the very end, we show her newest one, but this is it right here, my newest one. 10/01/22 with dots in between, right above the endlessly thing, the infinity sign. So now endlessly has that exact infinity sign on her wrist and the date above her symbol. So we both have matching. Those two tattoos are matching on our wrists. Her numbers are a little smaller. They're not bubble letters. Sorry about moving the camera around, but I couldn't do it upside down. I couldn't show it like, oh yeah, that's free-handed. Yeah, hell yeah. All this is like free-handed pretty much. I got like skulls on my legs and shit with bandanas on their faces and like blood coming out their mouth that I did myself. I've done Big Betty boops. Like, I'm good at more cartoony kind of stuff, like the Marios and shit like that. That's the kind of stuff I'm good at, more cartoonish. And I got all the insides of my like fingers done. Like, it's so hard for this stuff to stay on. I got like Stephanie on the inside of this finger here, but it's so hard for the insides because it's so bony. I had YouTube here. I got to redo it. You know, and literally put YouTube right there on the inside of my middle finger. But you can only see the Y and the O. LTF here on the first finger. C jaws on that pinky finger. Canadian Joe War Stories. I had that on the pinky finger. Yeah, the fingers don't stick. No, Steph had pinky promise on her outside of her pinky, and it didn't stay. It's totally gone. You can't see it at all. Yeah, my fingers had to be touched up 3 times each. LOL. I feel you. See, on the outsides, it's fine. Here is fine, but on the freaking insides and stuff, it's no good. It's no good at all. I could say because it's a little bit of meat on the knuckles, but the insides of the fingers, I don't suggest to people. It's just it doesn't stick. Doesn't stick very well. You're gonna have to go over it, and it's fucking painful, yo. That's some shit right there. So yeah, we did 9. I told her to do 6 chunks, but like 9 is cool. She did it differently this time. Every time she does it differently. She's getting really good. For real, she's getting good. Did you get any tattoos in jail? No, no, I didn't get any tattoos in jail. If I did, I would have ended up getting covered. Like, um, we didn't have no. I guess with the batteries, no, because we didn't really have the right stuff in there. You know what I mean? In our jails, we don't get like Walkmans or radios or nothing like that. So we didn't really have the motor part. And I was not going to be doing no hand poking, no pick and poke, none of that crap with pen ink or nothing. I guess we could have made ash ink, but no, I never did. Not going to cap. Damn near everybody does when they go to jail. Yeah, damn near everybody does when they go to the pen, right? When they go to the penitentiary, a lot of guys will get tatted up in the penitentiary, like all my uncles and stuff like that, older cousins and that been to like Joyceville and Collins Bay and that in the penitentiary. Those dudes, they can get like the motor for the little car battery for milking car from the shaver, so they can easily get that and make it with the batteries and shit like that. You see tattooing in Ontario pens, not jails. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The fingers hurt like a bitch, for sure, TNC. But I want it. I like it. So I keep doing it over. Like the LTF thing, it sticked because I went over it like 3 times. That's why the LTF turned out so good. Um, sorry, like the L turned out sick. I don't know if you can see this or not, but the L turned out really sick. Like the loop, when you go like this. Fucking sick. So I guess we're gonna all determine then Adam 22 is a freaking weirdo then. Okay, we all agree. Pick and poke? No, 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 no. Fuck that shit. No way. But yeah, I got stuff right here. Ink. I got these bottles ready to go. This is black and red. Two big bottles. Be ready. You know? I can't wait. I love it. It's like a thing, you know? It's like once you start doing it to yourself, it's like you get addicted. You saw the new tattoo kit Will got? Yeah, bro, I seen that shit. That shit was hype. That shit was sick. That shit was sick for real. What you doing in red? Well, I don't even know yet. I do want to color in the letters. You know, I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. Um, I gotta do the tongue on the happy face. The happy face, not the happy face, sorry, the emoji with the stars in the eyes. The happy face emoji. His tongue is red. I gotta do that. Just a few touch ups here and there. Um, Damn, this whole tattoo here on my arm, I gotta go over. The guy that did it when I was a teenager, it faded like hell, and it fucking looks trashy compared to all my other stuff because none of the other work faded. So this is the only tattoo that ever faded, so it just looks trashy. So I already started going over the whole spade because it's four aces lit on fire. So I started going over the whole spade, uh, ace of spades, and the heart, and I gotta do the diamond, just stuff like that. Do you have a Canadian flag tattoo? No, no Canadian flag tattoo. I don't want to get a Canadian flag tattoo. I have a bunch of stuff though that I am gonna get. Like I have a lot of stuff planned that I'm gonna get. Like I want to get a chain tattooed on me. Um, when I was in jail, I used to say like, when I get out, I'm gonna tattoo a chain on me. That way, they can never take my chain ever. You feel me? Say, oh, that's the first thing you do when you get arrested. The first thing they do is take your fucking chain. You know what I'm saying? Fake pig skin, yeah, that really helps. Yep. My daughter is turning 15 in May. She's been an amazing artist all her life. Told her I'll buy her a gun for her 16B day with silicone. She practice. Yeah, that's what endlessly's practicing on. Like endlessly's practicing on like skin like this, like rubber skin. You feel me? Put it on, fucking tape it on or glue it on, whatever. Not glue it on. What am I talking about? Just like hold it on or whatever, or you can just have it on the desk, let her tattoo on it. Um, yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, and my daughter, that's crazy, bro. My daughter's the same age, bro. Oh, strictly for practice until she's 18. That's crazy. My daughter's the same age, and she lives in the city. She lives here in the city. Uh, she's actually a little older. She was born in 2005, but yeah, bro. She actually came when she came to visit last, like a few months ago. She actually ended up getting one of my tattoo guns off me, and I was worried. I was like, I want her to practice and stuff because she's a good artist, but I don't want her to start tattooing herself. So I didn't give her ink or nothing like that. Um, but I ended up gifting her a tattoo gun and stuff like that, just so she was happy and she has it and stuff like that. And then I know what she was gonna go do though. She was gonna go get the stuff, but just try to postpone it a little bit. But thank God she didn't end up tattooing herself. So I was happy. Thank God. Don't ever tattoo yourself if you're watching this. Don't ever do that, Alexis. Okay. Yeah, me and Stephanie both have a daughter named Alexis. Isn't that crazy? And they're both the same age. That's crazy, bro. I have Alexis. I gotta redo my daughter's name too. I already started. I did the A. Alexis's name was right here, and it faded over the years. You feel me? So I'm redoing Alexis's name. Okay. What age was your first tattoo? My first tattoo was at 12 years old, believe it or not. LTF, loyalty to family. 13 likes. Let's get it. 13 people. How far away does your kid live? Oh, my kid only lives like half an hour away on the other side of the city. I live on the outskirts of the city. She lives in Richmond Hill, which is like, I'd say, yeah, like an hour. If you took like a subway, probably like a half an hour car ride. There's name in the same place, same arm. Oh shit, that's sick, homie. Broken Home Podcast, we got a little more in common, bro. That's cool. You live by the subway? Yeah, there's a lot of subways in T Dot. There's like subway stations pretty much everywhere. There's pretty much a subway station pretty much close to every main line. Like you got the ones that run up and down Yonge, and then you got the Bloor line that runs east and west, and the Yonge line that runs north and south. So you can just hop on a bus and get to any TTC, to any subway. Yep. Yeah. I live in the city in the GTA. Yeah, like right on the outskirts is in Toronto and North York. You know, right on the edge of right on the edge of the city. It's when it turns into GTA. Like it's like basically like a block from GTA. Right, right in the heart of the city. It's not like right downtown, but it's you know in the city for sure, for sure. 30 miles north of Seattle. Okay, homeless in America. Good to see you, man. Age of first tattoo, 12 years old, sunset. It was this one, 12 years old, sunset. You asked when's the first tattoo, when's the age of the first one. It was this one, and I got it at Jane and Finch from my best friend Mike had a baby with this girl Angel, which was my ex girlfriend. Um, they made me the godfather of their son Jaden, and we went to go get like tattoos to celebrate. And yeah, we ended up getting tattoos to celebrate, and we went to Jane and Finch to her grandfather's co-op, and her grandfather did it with like this Asian way that he did it, and he also did one up here. What's up, baby? What's up, girl? I was 16, my first tattoo. Hi, everyone. Yeah, me and Emily, I was telling them, baby, that we're gonna do a tattoo episode on our couple channel. We're gonna go through every one of our tattoos and tell when we got them, how we got them, where and when, and what age we were. That's gonna be a good episode. Part one is gonna be one of us, and part two is gonna be the second one. So we're both gonna do it. One episode will be the first one of us, and the second part two will be the second person. Trent Briggs, what's up, yo? How you doing, man? I live in Canada, in Toronto, Ontario. I have like 25, 30 maybe. Yeah, we both have like 25, 30 tattoos each. So we have a lot of tattoos to go over, you know what I mean? Like we counted what? I had like 14 clovers or 15 clovers just on my hand alone, and that's not even it. Just on my hand alone. You feel me? I have like 20 tattoos on my hand. It's like me and her both have a lot of tats. Like I might look like I'm not tatted like that, but I am. and we're gonna just keep doing more and more. You know what I mean? It's just because I can't get this side of myself. That's the problem, and I don't have money like that to go just pay somebody. So that's why I'm teaching my girl. She's getting good too. She's a good driver. She's good at tracing. You know, she tried a couple times. She actually did a dot on her own foot. Uh, and because she has stars on her foot, everyone knows that from her IG. And between the stars, there's like little dots, you know. And we touched a couple of them up. When you get married, you will wear a ring or just tattoo your ring finger. Well, I've already tattooed my. I'm gonna tattoo my ring finger, but I'm also gonna wear a ring for real. We got matching silver rings, but I want to get her a proper ring. Yeah, I want to get her a proper ring. I already said what I had planned and shit like that. I already gave it away on the last episode, but I mean, it is what it is. We got plans, and it's just a matter of time. That's all. You know. Wait, I think I had 18 stars, eh? Yeah. A. Yes, you had 18 stars, eh? And I had 18 clovers, eh? And we put in my name underneath Endlessly's clover, because of the Irish heritage. Like, y'all know my real name's Mickey, for real, right? So that's like after my grandfather, Mickey. You know, he was the one that was really, really Irish. That's where I get the Irish from. Well, both sides of the family are Irish, but I mean, my grandfather Mickey was like really actually from there. Like my grandparents on my other side are Irish, but they're not from there. Yeah, everybody. T dot 416 Scartown. Shout out to Scarborough. Shout out to 416. You feel me? Shout out to the six up in here. T dot for life. You feel me? You gotta represent for the six, for Ontario, for Canada. There's only a couple of us doing it, you know. What did the person say about man, Canada, too far. I'm in Toronto. I'm like 3 hours from New York. So I don't know. That is kind of far, depending where you live. If you're on the East Coast, it's not that far. I'm not way up in the middle. I'm not way up north. Like a lot of people get a little bit confused, like because Toronto's so close to the U.S. People think sometimes like Broken Home Podcast. He's in Thunder Bay. I'm not sure how if there's a closer way to get to the U.S. Yeah. When you look on a map and you see the name Canada, people look at the map and they see Canada and they think, "Oh shoot, that's way up there," but they don't realize like I'm way down here. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to explain sometimes. But yeah, Fade to Pitch Black, Chapter 48. Maybe you should give me the wrench you took off me because you listened to the slander of Mr. Diddy on me, Eddie. Ah, dang, bro. I don't want no drama, man. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. I'm not into drama like that. Everybody knows that I'm not into the drama like that, bro. That's the thing. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on between you guys, man. But I fuck with YouTube streets hard. You feel me? I fuck with them. I fuck with Ronnie Blue Eyes and New Age Plug and all of them homies. 1,000, bro. Those guys, I got nothing against them guys. Those guys are cool. Drama a day in my life. Yeah. Damn, bro. The allegations, bro, that he brought were serious, homie. I think he fucking brought like serious allegations, man. That's like, for real, it was easier for me just to fucking delete the shit than think that have people thinking that I'm condoning that type of shit. I ain't condoning none of that shit. I don't know what the fuck people are beefing about. People are doing this and that. I like to just stay in my own lane. You feel me? You can support them all you want. They are all gossip girls who stay beefs with people they don't know. Uh, right there, right there, wait, yeah. On the drama, I ain't got time for it, bro. I don't care nothing but some celebrities I don't even know in person. Yeah, and you just do you in your own lane. Yeah, I do. You feel me? That's what I do. You know, that's why I like this. Oh, there he is, Mr. Muffin, man. There he is. What's going on, family? Haven't seen you in a while, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Really good to see you, bro. I ignore the negative and I focus on the positive. Okay, I like that. I like that. The positive, what Homeless in America just said. Thank you. Reserve fuck drama and YouTube trolls. Yeah, 100. Amen to that at Homeless in America. Yeah, we don't need it. You feel me? We don't need it. Muffin, you got weekend off? Muffin's good shit. Muffin's good people. Muffin's one of the day ones. Yo, Richard, Mr. Muffin Man, respect 100. Just seeing you over on New Age Plug Live. Yo, Mr. Muffin Man, what's going on, family? I might be going, yo, I don't know what's going on yet, but later on I might go see what those guys are all saying. I might jump on there in a little bit. Muffin, what? Muffin Man, what's been happening, Pimp? Yeah, what's up, Pimp? This is the LTF chat community, yo. We real here. We fucking don't care about shit except just vibing and having a good vibe. You know, loyalty to family. That's what it stands for. We loyalty to family. We loyal to family up in here. We family. See all them wrenches? Family. What did you? I had a game 1 p.m. Okay, coach. What family though, Eddie? What family? This is a family right here, bro. The family that you're asking to be a part of again, because it was locked up. Now he was once your family. Yeah, Cuzzo fucking got himself locked up. Cuzzo betrayed us. You know what I'm saying? Cuzzo betrayed his own girl. Cuzzo betrayed his someone that was there for him a lot, which was Anna and me. I was there for him a lot as well. You know, he probably betrayed the most three closest people he had. To tell you the truth, that's what happens, dude. I don't know what to say about that. He's gonna be out very soon, though. I tell you that much. He'll be out soon. I know that. Yeah, exactly you. You know, but he'll be back. I don't know if the trolls influenced it, bro. Um, Hopefully the trolls didn't influence him to snap out in that way because that would be great. That would be really sad, to tell you the truth. For anybody to do that to their girl and then go to jail, all on YouTube and everything. It's all I can say is that's sad. You feel me? It's very sad. It's unfortunate, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. You know what I'm saying? I won't wish that upon nobody to get locked up. But the past is the past. All you can do is look forward, and all you can do is try to be positive and look forward. You feel me? And this is here, see my pleasure. You don't know what Cuzzo did behind the scenes. You don't know what. So what did Cuzzo do to you, Eddie? Okay, what did Cuzzo do? If you really want to know what Cuzzo did, you got to go to watch the episode of all the heads on the Last Supper table. The reason Cuzzo's at the center of that is because Cuzzo, what he did was he told me that the only reason why Endlessly is moving to Canada to want to be with me is because she's using me to get to him because she wants to be with him. Then he told me not to show my girl no love in the group chat, which was supposed to be all about love and loyalty. And then when a couple people, after I talked to them man to man in their DMs about trying to slide in their DMs, I talked to them man to man in their DMs and they ran to Cuzzo and told on me and told Cuzzo, and then Cuzzo came to me and tried to make me cool with it. Like as if like I'm just gonna um just keep taking that, like as if I'm not supposed to like say anything about it. So it was just a lot of things, and then him never wanting to come to support. Did you ever see him in my chat? He never would come and support me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once, twice, maybe in a year. I tried to be there every time I could for him. So it's just a lot of different things. I noticed that he really didn't care about me. So I really just decided to quit. That was what it was all about. And I realized that he didn't love me the way I thought it was. I thought it was like a brothership type shit, but then I realized that it wasn't. When it was a personal thing between me and him behind the scenes. So that's it. Now you know. Yeah, for real. I was in America too, and now Canada. So you felt disrespected. Yeah, I felt a lot more than disrespected. I felt like betrayed, kind of like I felt like, damn, like this was my homie. Because earlier that day, he literally said he was proud of me, proud that I'm with LSC, and that I should do it because her husband, the way he treated her, and was abusing her and shit like that, and that people that abuse women are pieces of shit, and that I should go all for it. Earlier that morning, then he totally fucking switched up on me that evening. So it was just crazy, bro. It was all after I got this tattoo and shit. It was all a bunch of shit, brother. So did he? That shit's all on camera and shit like that. Allegedly, that's all alleged. I don't know the exact truth what happened. I didn't really watch the whole entire. You're gonna have to watch into it and look into that yourself, bro. Ask Jen. Jen's around. Jen watches all our stories and shit. So that would be something personal you'd have to talk to Jen about. I'm not sure. I'm not Jen. I don't know the exact details. And I honestly was one of the people that didn't go and speak on it. Everyone on the internet was talking about it, but me. And I was probably one of the people that had the right to speak on it. But you know what? I don't think that you should hit somebody when they're down. I think that he got his punishment enough from being in jail. You know what I mean? And from everybody knowing about him and knowing he's a piece of shit, and just it's like that's enough. You know what I mean? You don't need to um, keep going on and on and on about somebody. There's nothing that can help the situation if you just talk about somebody on your shit all the time. Because it's like if you can't actually run a fade with somebody, I don't see a point in talking about it all the time, back and forth, beefing and shit with people. And you know how he is. Like, he's going to want to have a fucking beefing and this and that, back and forth. I ain't into that, If it was like somebody in Toronto or something that I could actually run the gloves with, or do that YouTube beef for YouTube street shit, beef stuff, where the YouTubers fight for fun or fight for the, viewers and all that on the lives and shit, where you get money, all that. Hey, I'd be down for that for like I want that shit to come up here. You know, I'm down for that. Like, um, I ain't no tough guy. I don't care about getting beat up. If it's for money, I don't care. I would rather just. I'm all about that bag. Okay, Muffin Man. Think we need a new topic. Yeah, for real. It's a train wreck. Just put it that way. He went to jail over a fight. Yes. He saw Max. Okay, there we go. There we go. So there we go. That's over and done with. Anna knows the truth. That's it. And he was very mean to Anna. He was fucking mean to me. That's it. That's the end of it. You know what I mean? When he gets back, everybody can ask him, and that's the end of it. We're not gonna sit here and talk about him tonight. All right? But yo, follow us on IG. You know what I mean? List it in the description all the time. We got a new IG, okay, called LTF. Funny how times change though. Go watch the Hells Angels interview on with Hunter. Yeah, I saw that documentary. Hunter was the man, but he let those demons get to him. Okay. Yeah, fuck this topic, right? Yeah. I hear you. Yeah, you did change the topic, Sunset. We going on to the next. So, anyways, tomorrow is going to be a wicked topic about addiction and overcoming addiction. Okay. Tomorrow, Broken Home podcast and Broken Home podcast. Steph, I'll support LTFU and just not the other. I got you. Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, no one wants to be associated with that name either, right? Of course not. It's a good idea. LTF is what we rep around here. All right, so what I wanted to talk about is that Broken Home Podcast and I are going to be working together tomorrow. We're going to be speaking on addiction, how I overcame addiction. I was addicted for many, many years, you know. So that's going to be a really, really touchy topic. It's going to be about before I went to jail and maybe about stuff that I did when I was in youth, like in Tayak and stuff like that, which is kind of like reminds me of Florida JIT camps. The way Tayak is, it was real bad. It got closed down. It was called Toronto Youth Assessment Center. If you want to look it up, the judge closed it. The judge would see so many kids just coming with busted faces and black guys and shiners out to here every day. So eventually, I guess over a long period of time, finally the system ended up shutting it down. Eventually, jails get so bad, like they get closed down, like the Don Jail was closed down, and Tayak. Those are two places I've been that were closed down. Just they were just so treacherous. It got out of control. It got to the point where it was like almost every single person on the block had a jiga, which is a shame. Right? It gets to that point. Eventually, it's just not a fun place. Girl, it's no thing but a chicken wing. Yeah, we got lots of work to do. I know that. Like, I know I want to speak on so many things to do with Toronto and everything that goes on here. with the young ones, teenagers killing themselves. They're going out and jumping off the porch at 12, 13 years old nowadays, and mass shootings, and they accidentally shooting. They don't even got aim like that. They just accidentally shooting randoms in the streets and shit. It's crazy. I've heard people call those kind of places gladiator schools. Yes, they do. They do. That's the exact kind of place Tayak was. Ghostly Sketch, good to see you. Welcome. Six Bronco in the house. Wagwan Star. What are you saying, fam? Remember that? Remember everybody used to say that back in the day? Nick just brought that up to me the other day. I remember that shit from a couple of days ago. Like, it was either Nick or one of the other T Dot homies. Attaboy. Yeah, fam. And Fade, do it. You hit my IG to talk because I'm not sure I'm following you. Friends and things I try to touch base with if they're still alive. Okay, cool, cool. I wouldn't mind interviewing them for real. I love dudes from Jane and Finch. They turned their life around or something, did a bunch of time, and they're out now and they've turned their life around, or they're rapping now, or whatever they're doing now. I'd love to touch base with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing interviews like that with homies from Toronto. I want to start interviewing a lot more guys from Toronto. That would be real cool. I'd love to do that. I don't have any social media. Okay, all right, that's all right. You can always get a hold of us on here because I do whatchamacallits. I used to do poll questions every night, and I'm gonna start back on them again. Uh, just funny little poll questions, or sometimes they can be real serious depending on the kind of mood I'm in, kind of mood Emily's in. Uh, One of my friends, so nice, good shit, bro. It's good when people turn their lives around. That's the type of stories I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? I like to do them stories like I just did that interview on Will. Go check that interview out if you haven't checked that one out yet. Fade the Pitch Black and all the rest of y'all. The interview with me and Will. I interviewed homie Will yesterday or the day before, and it's up now on Talking Time in the Six. Check it out in the interview section. Dude did time in three different places. He did time in Alabama, Mississippi, and damn, let me see. That movie. Hold up. One second, one second, one second. In VA, in Virginia. That's it. Virginia. Thank you, baby. I had today. He grew up in the trenches. Dude's blowing up on the music scene now. Changed it up big. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice. Grew up in see that. Dropped a track with Tory Lanez not too long ago. Nice. Sick like that, bro. Good shit, man. Congrats, homie. That's good shit. What are the first 24 to 48 hours like in jail? Heaven, good question. Heaven always got great questions. Okay. I want to let everybody know that now. Shout out to Heaven and all the good questions that Heaven's asked over the last year. Um, okay, so the first 24 to 48 hours in jail is treacherous because probably the worst time. Because when you first get arrested here in Ontario, you don't get the chance to get bailed the same night. So you literally got to stay in the police station overnight where they take your shoelaces, they take anything you can hang yourself with, any like jawstrings or ropes out of your hoodies or out of your whatever pants, anything like that. They take everything out of your pockets. You stay in the police station overnight. They put all your property into a bag, into an evidence bag, and then basically you're in there with the rest of the people that they arrested that night. And then what happens is they paddy wagon, which I have a thing on the channel about the paddy wagon. I tell you how a paddy wagon is and what it's like and stuff, the rides. Um, it's a big paddy wagon on the thumbnail. So basically, you go in the paddy wagon, they pick you up in the morning, they chain everybody together, and then they take you to court for bail in the morning, right? And then if you get bail, you're out. If not, then you got to go back to the actual jail. So then when you get back to the actual jail, they unhandcuff everybody and they start processing you in. They take all your stuff off of you. They take the property in. They check it all in, get you to sign. They take your little mug shot, take pictures of all your tattoos and shit, ask you if you're gang affiliated, ask you all this bullshit, ask you if you got suicidal thoughts, if you got any withdrawals or shit like that. They shoot you with this tuberculosis shot that the nurse comes and checks a couple of days later. If it puffs up when they inject it into you, and if it doesn't go down and go back flat, then they know you have it. So you can't have. So they come check that out within the first 48 hours. Um, they process you in, take all your clothes, give you an orange jumper and like the blue boxers, give you the socks, the shoes, they give you the towel, your bed sheet, your uh, blanket, a white cup, a comb, gel shampoo, and gel toothpaste. Okay, in a brown paper bag, and they give you food. You eat your food, and then you go up to the range and you get your told what cell, what range you're gonna go on, and what cell you're gonna be in. Most of the time, most jails, except for like bad jails like the Don jail, they don't tell you what range you're gonna what cell you're gonna go into because they don't want to put two gang members in ops in the wrong cell together and be responsible for them killing each other and all that. So they just let everybody kind of go into the cell they're comfortable with or go and fend for themselves and go into their cell. But most of the time, like Lindsay Petitag, the Hearsts, the West, they tell you what cell to go to. So that's basically, and then you're gonna basically go on the range. They're gonna be asking you, "Yo, you been in before? Were you in here before? Where are you from? Uh, did you bring anything?" You're gonna find out who the servers are, who the cleaners are, the corpsmen, whatever you want to call it. You're gonna see the rules up there on the right hand side when you first walk in to the pod. Um, and you're gonna want to go use a shower before you use anything like the phone or anything like that. They don't want you having nothing from the outside because it's just like very dirty. So you want to stay clean as possible. So a lot of the guys in there, it's very hygienic. It's all about hygiene in there. It's all about keeping it clean in the pod and keeping yourself clean and shit. So man, y'all def go check Eddie's interview out with my brother Will. He's got a lot more to say, but I know y'all gotta have some more episodes coming. Yeah. Yeah, I got to do a part two with Will for sure. 17 people here, 17 likes. What up? Good shit right there. Cartel's been here a long time. Yup. Any thoughts on the cartels recently setting up shop on the southern entry points of Canada? My thoughts? I wouldn't want to fuck with no cartel. Don't fuck with that. Don't fuck with the cartel. I'll tell you that much. You gotta be stupid, right? You gotta be stupid to want to fuck with the cartel, yo. Serious. I ain't fucking with that shit. Flying to Trinidad, fam. Nice. Should you go talk to people or should you stay quiet? I would say when you first walk into the pod, stay quiet as possible, just and observe. You feel me? Don't be rude. Like, if people come up to you and talk, but don't say too much. You know what I mean? And just observe. Look and listen a lot more than you speak because you have two eyes, two ears. So listen and look, double the amount that you speak. You only have one mouth, right? So that's my advice until like a week or so when week or two, maybe a month, when you get comfortable and you know everything that's going on the pod. You know the politics. You know what it's like. You know the atmosphere. You've seen it. What's going on? You feel me? You get to know it. So that's what I would suggest. You know, and definitely don't ever want to be the loudest one on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever want to be the loudest one on the pod, carrying on and shit like that. Like it's fun. It ain't fun up in there. You know what I mean? I see these guys carrying on, cracking up, laughing, and yeah, you got to go on with your life and still live your life and shit like that. But you know what I mean? We're all grown men up in here. Like not everything's fucking funny and a joke. Like some of these guys are doing fucking life. Some of these guys are never going home. They don't want to see you getting up in the morning, fucking cracking up, joking around like crazy. You feel me? There's a time and a place for everything. You feel me? If you're in your cell with your homies, that's different. But if you're out on the block and shit like that at the card table or playing dice, playing Moody or some shit, you know, you just want to keep it cordial though. I've never been on an airplane. I would love to go on an airplane one day, one of these days when we get bigger. It'd be sick. I want to go to the Netherlands one day. I got a lot of fans out in Netherlands, supposedly. 30% or 20% of our viewers are from Netherlands, like 60% US, 10% Canadian, or 12% Canadian. And I know they're mostly all Toronto and Ontario. Um, and then there's like just random from everywhere else. Like, but that changes all the time. You know what I'm saying? It changes all the time. You can. There's no set time limit. The longest time I can see staying on remand though, there's no specific time like you have to stay. You can't go past this amount of time. But basically until your trial is done. So I've seen guys stay there for 2, 3 years. I've seen dudes stay there 5 years on a murder charge, on a big trial, a big investigation with the Hells Angels. There was 3 or 4 of them in Lindsay one time on 4 pod. I seen them stay there for 4 or 5 years doing dead time, getting 2 for 1, and they ended up getting like fucking 10 years off their sentence because of the 2 for 1. But that was way back when, you know. Yep, years for sure. Years, yeah, 100% years. Oh, so remand is like our county jail. No, it's not like your guys' county jail. Your guys' county jails, you can only stay there a year. Our county jails, you can stay. It goes up if you get sentenced to 2. If you get sentenced to over 2 years, you're gonna go to the penitentiary here. But if you're not sentenced yet and you're still going to trial and shit like that, you can stay fucking there for over 2 years for sure. I've seen guys do that many times. I've done it myself. I've been in fucking some of these jails 2, 3 years. You feel me? I've been in some of them 18 months. I've been in some of them 20 months. No, no, you can stay longer than a year. Oh, okay, okay. Because somebody told me you can't. Someone told me if, oh, that's the pen. Okay, so if you get sentenced to more than a year, you guys go to the pen. That's it. Where here it has to be 2 years or more. Okay, that was the difference. My bad. My bad. We got some one right now in our county that's been in over 2 years. Right, like Rikers Island, I forgot. Rikers Island and places like that, actually, guys do stay there for years. So that's right, I forgot. My bad. Rikers Island is kind of like what the jails fucking. They're bad jails, man. Some of these jails are really bad. People think that jail, just because it's a county jail, that it's soft. Fuck, no, yo. Think about Rikers Island when you think about a county jail. You know what I'm saying? None of the type of jails that the Don was like. Fucking bad fucking place. Okay? Bad place. Real bad. You got all the people that are going to the penitentiary that are gonna have to pass through these places. You feel me? That are getting life or doing whatever, and it's all fresh in their brain. You know what I mean? So they're all fucking pissed off. Like I just got sentenced to however much time, and they're waiting to get shipped to the penitentiary. They don't give 2 fucks. They're gonna want to smash somebody. You know? Won't let them. What happened? You ever see anyone locked up that scared you like evil people? Oh, for sure. I've been scared in jail before, you know. I didn't let anybody know that. I didn't let my fear show, but I was definitely shook and feared for my life a few times. You know what I mean? I was in gangland, yo. I had fucking shank on me. I had a little bat thing, but still, you know what I mean? I'm not like one of those dudes that's gonna cap or be like, yeah, I won every fight or I was never scared. I'm a big tough guy. Nah, yo. If you look on my fight playlist, I tell it real. I tell it how it is, yo. If I got jumped, I tell you. If I won the fight, I tell you. If I ran 4 fades back to back one time, I didn't know if I was gonna live that day. I didn't know, man. I didn't know. Look, if they would have wanted to all jump me at the end of that when I was so tired, they could have all ended up killing me after that. But I know, you know what I'm saying? But I tried my best and I fucking fought and I ended up living. I ended up making it to see another day. Thank God the fucking 5PG Crip didn't say, ah, fuck it, let's just jump him now that he's so tired that he just fought four homies back to back, one after another. That was fucking crazy. That time, that was a scary night. Scary, scary times. Like, yeah, I remember every one of these dudes has a knife. I got a knife, you know? I'd like to come visit Canada so bad, but I don't know when or if I'd be able to do that, bro. I know, same here, man. If I was able to go to the U.S., I would have went and picked up stuff long ago. I wish I could go to the U.S. I think one day I'd be able to, though. I think it was like 10 years off papers and stuff like that. That's what I heard. I heard it was 10 years off all papers, off probation, off everything. I'm pretty sure then you can come either way. I don't know why our countries do that to each other. They let everybody else in, but anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But 10 years, so I think I'm 2017. I think I have a few years in already, like 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I got like 6 years in already. So like 4 more years, I'll be able to go to the US. You know, if I'm going to stay out of trouble 100%. Like I got everything to stay out for. You know what I mean? I ain't committing no crime. I'm a law-abiding citizen. The only time I'm gonna be running them hands is if fucking it's a agreement signed off on however they do that shit on the YouTube beef street beef shit. 10 years after your case over. Okay, yeah. So then 2017, I paid off all my debt and shit, or not debt, the court crime shit when you gotta pay restitution. Fuck, you do all your time and then you get out and they still want you on probation and still want to give you fucking fines. And it's because I've been on. You know why? It's because I was on probation since I was like a teenager, right? I never ever got to finish it because I always ended up getting in trouble before the probation was over for something else, or like not reporting or breaching it or not going to court or going on the run and just shit like that, stupid shit. And then when they would come to try to get me, I would fight them or lie about my name. Are shanks on every range. In some jails, they're on every range. Almost every single guy in the Don jail, every guy on the pod, all 40 dudes had a fucking shank. And that's in the Don jail. The guards were scared to come on the pod because they knew every single dude had a shank. Like, it was that bad. In some jails, like the Hearst, not so much. You know, you're going to have the odd guy with a shank. More so other weapons, hard, like bats and shit like that. Um, I've seen guys with shanks get knocked out because they don't hold them right. I've seen guys go up like this, gang members go up like this, bloods and shit like that, go up to dudes and have their shank, the sharp part facing this way, and go up and try to stab dude. And as he goes in to try to stab dude, the guy just fucking knocks him on the jaw, and dude ends up falling and dropping the shank. Um, you know, you got to hold it with the sharp part facing down. So that way you can still throw punches and you can still, you know, use it. If you got to hit them in the neck, you know, for emergency purposes, you know, you got them hands. But then if for emergencies, you got that death blow. You feel me? That's for emergencies if they try to kill you, you know. I think there's something like that here too, but it will take a while for me. I was on bond for like 3 years. Okay. Sports. Right. I hear you, man. I know. I know, and I got a lot of good friends in the U.S. now. So my girl's from the U.S. I got a lot of friends in the U.S. I can't believe how many friends I got down there, man. It's like almost 600 of y'all, you know, at least out of the 665 subscribers, I say at least 600 of them are from the U.S. I'd say probably like 40 are from T-Dot and from Ontario, and then the rest are from other places. But yeah, it's gonna be lit. This podcast we're doing tomorrow is gonna be fire. That's why I don't want to speak on the addiction stuff too much tonight. But speaking of fighting, since we're talking about fighting, I had this one thing I wanted to bring up. I was talking to Endlessly about earlier. Okay, in my early childhood, right? That's when I started fighting. Okay, I ain't no tough guy. When I started fighting in my early childhood, it was me and my best boy Mike. Okay, Mike boys. Okay, me and my boy Mike used to fight each other to get tougher in the backyard and shit like that, right? And my mom got scared because we would do it bare knuckles, and we'd bring water buckets into the backyard and the washcloths and shit and do it like, you know. And if someone's bleeding, we pour the bucket of water on their head. Now, I'll answer these questions in one sec. I'll get to you guys in one sec in the chat. So, when I doing this with my homie Mike growing up, eventually we started going to high schools and parties and fights, going around to other schools fighting other dudes, not wanting them at our parties, they not want us at their parties. Then eventually we started this little group fighting in my basement when my mom's at work, you know, betting on it, trying to get dudes the same fucking strength to fight each other. And that went on for a long time. It was like a little group, little fight group that we had, a little club, like Fight Club, like the movie. We watched the movie, and that's when we got the idea. We were easily influenced when we were young kids, you know. This is in high school, grade 10, roughly. And this was the shit to us. We thought this was the coolest shit ever. And we used to literally fight each other. We get better, tougher. And then my mom got us the gloves, and we started that club thing. So dudes would be fighting like crazy. If they lost, we would pair them up with somebody that's next time that's not as strong. So we know, okay, these guys are equal strength because we want to see a good fight and we want it to be good because we're betting on it. It was just a whole thing that we did until the neighbors ended up telling my mom, your son's got this going on, and people lined up out the back door and blah, 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 all this shit. And because they had like a little fence in the backyard, and you could go out the back sliding door. You know those houses in co-ops. Um, so anyway, that's a long story short. But yeah, so we used to do that to get tougher growing up, and so that went on, and then fighting growing up against ops, and then fighting fucking just dudes, drug dealers that hated me, or just so much fighting and violence in my life, bro. Getting beat up many, many times before. And I look back on it and I hurt too many people and many, many people. It's just sickening. The hospitals and shit. It's just, and then with the jail stuff, even more, it was just a lot of fighting, a lot of violence. So me and Endlessly got to the point where we were taking pictures of my fucking hands, bro. My fucking knuckles and shit like that. Like, okay, you're gonna notice that I'm missing knuckles, dude. Like, okay, look at this shit. This left hand is okay. It's got all the knuckles, right? Look at my dominant hand. My fucking dominant hand is fucking missing fucking knuckles, bro. You feel me? You see? Like, I'm not trying to claim to be tough, but it's just I grew up getting the fuck beat out of me a lot. and so I'm kind of like numb to the pain. I don't really mind getting beat up. It's kind of like a, I don't know how to explain it. Once you fight so many times, it's like you don't care anymore. It's like to you, you're so used to healing up, you're so used to being hurt. It's just regular. I don't know how to explain it. It'll have to be something I get into on a pod one time because it's hard to get into. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to explain here. It's just you get used to it. I'm done. You're gonna be all the same with me. Just might have had a little different growing up. You know what I'm saying? In the corner. For real. I hear you. I hear you, Bama boy. All these stand-up white boys that actually fucking solid, yeah. All these solid white boys that are all the same at the end of the day. It's the ones that do the fuck shit that make us have a bad reputation. You feel me? But there's always that token white boy in every hood. You know what I'm saying? There's always that token white boy in every hood, bro. You guys gotta say, she's fucking awesome at this shit. Your upbringing and all the experiences you've been through made you the person you are today. Thank you. I know. I want to write a book one day. And Leslie's writing a book right now, and I'm helping her with it. And then when she's done writing her book, I think that I'm gonna write a book on my life story too. You know, be my first two knuckles. I feel you. Also, so I want to ask an honest question to Eddie and anybody in the chat. I just got in a real deal fight a week or two ago. Why is only my pinker and ring finger sore after I fight? I feel like it should be my two knuckles. Yeah, you see how it's my ring finger that's missing? For some reason, bro. I'm not sure why that is. Were the guards corrupt at the Hearst? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, yeah, heaven. At the Hearst, the guards were corrupt as hell. The guards were the worst at the Hearst. Maplehurst was so corrupt. Oh my god, there was a guy named fucking Mighty Mouse that used to work there that ended up killing a dude. He used to beat the fuck out of inmates. Um, he was a boxer, I guess, and he had boxing experience. Excuse me, and he used to fucking use that and take advantage of dudes and take them in for one-on-ones and just in A&D and just beat the fuck out of them. Well, one dude, I guess he got up on the bench, excuse me, and jumped off his head, or jumped off onto the bench off onto his head and crushed the guy's skull, squashed it like a grapefruit, and he ended up getting charged for it, convicted. He got sent out west to do his time because they knew obviously people here would know who he was, and so they sent him out west to do his time. But he ended up hanging himself, so he got what he deserved for real. I got detained in Ottawa airport by 6 family. Chosen few hoodie on. Oh my god, bro, that's ridiculous. That's not cool. Got knocked motherfuckers out before, but it always my wrist and pinky and so yeah, I feel you, fam. I feel you. A couple weeks ago, I fucking took a fade too. You guys didn't see I had a little one, like, but I ended up fucking. Don't worry, dude's not coming back. That's for sure. No, not that he came here or anything. When I do say that, I mean dude ain't ever gonna try that again. Yo, I've had dudes just fucking that like don't realize that I don't get faded like that. I don't drink like that. This one dude's uh, well, I won't even say his name, but this one guy back like a few years back, he comes over and he's a dude that used to come over regularly just to whatever, right? And he's like, yo, da da da, and then he says something one day, and he says something smart, and I was like, so what's up, you know? And then he's like, I said, you want me to go out back? And he's like, yeah, I, I'll go out back. And I was thinking in my head, this motherfucker just said, yeah? Are you for real? He just said, yeah. So we go out in the back and fucking, we square out, and dude probably throws a couple throws at me, and I'm duck, and then fucking hit him once square in the fucking here, and it split him open, right? I guess because I had rings on and shit, split him right open, right there. But he got knocked the fuck out one punch. Like when I split him open, he hit me like 2 or 3 times, but it didn't barely phase me because I just guess it must have hit me back here. You know what I mean? Something like that. And I hit him and fucking squared off on him, and it just dude was laid out. Just put it that way. Long story short, homie was laid out, and fucking he gets up like 2 minutes later, and he's basically all respectful after that. He was just like he was getting to be on his way, but oh fuck, that was funny. It's like oh, that's what it is too. Sometimes they get so drunk, it's like liquid courage almost. You feel me? And he doesn't realize I don't get faded like that. I might have like a few, like one or two or some shit, but I ain't gonna get blacked out anymore. I ain't like that anymore. I won't drink to that point. If I get like a buzz, I'll get tired. You know what I mean? I'll go to bed. I can handle my drinks. Is there any parole for sentences less than 2 years? No. Sentences less than 2 years, you can't get parole. You get out on 2/3 of your sentence, but they can take away good time. Like you do get out on 2/3, and that's considered your good time. Like that's the basically that's not parole, but it's kind of like your early release, your earliest release date. Okay. But if they take away, if you're getting misconducts like crazy after your sentence, they can literally be like, okay, you do 30 days in the hole, and I'm taking away 30 days of your good time, or 5 days of your good time, or stuff like that. So that's the answer to the question for Heaven about is there any parole sentences for less than 2 years? Parole is a penitentiary thing, but what I just said is the answer. That's why professional fighters wrap hands. Yeah, I understand why they wrap them hands when they fight. Because fucking you bust up your fucking hands, bro. For real, when you fight bare knuckles like that, you end up fucking hitting the person wrong or some shit. Or you hit them in the head. They got a hard ass head, you know? I'm used to it. What's the stupidest thing you've seen someone get written up for? Oh god, I've seen people get written up for stupid shit like just mouthing guards off, cussing off guards, mouthing back for guards, horting their meds, fucking the stupidest shit I ever got fucking to the hole for was I had a wick because I used to always have wicks every night, obviously, to smoke a split and shit. But anyway, long story short, I had a wick, and this guy was always trying to fucking catch me with it. This one stupid guard, Mr. Bowman, and he's always trying to catch me in a wick. And fucking, he comes up to the cell and he sees the wick, and he's trying to get the cell open. And fucking, he's radioing. He's trying to get it with the key. By the time they open the door, I fucking already flushed that wick down the toilet. But he still literally fucking wrote me up, brought me to the hole for that shit, even though there was no wick to prove it. But they just had his word over mine, and fucking obviously they took his word over mine. You know, it's crazy. This is like a double one right here. These ones that are inside. Oh shit! I didn't realize there was 9 of them. Okay, okay. This is some crazy, crazy hair. I don't know. Unless he's getting good at this, yo. I've never had hair like this in my life. This is the reason why I grew my hair out so I could get crazy hair like this. I like it. Shit. Looks like one of those tic tac toe hashtag. Real settings for 5 years in prison, but it's suspended so I can do my time on papers. Oh, I know what a suspended sentence is. Yeah, good, bro. Yeah, I'm not fucking up no more, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, for real. Don't fuck it up, man. No way. Bama 100 grown man shit right here. Yeah, exactly, Bama. Um, I learned that from those Irish bare knuckle fighters on YouTube. Yeah. What if 6 say gasoline works to strengthen hands too? Oh, for real? Crazy. That's crazy. I've never heard of that, but okay. Smash that. Let's get it up to 20 likes, everybody. Let's do that. Let's get that shit up to 20. Yo, I've been going all out on my thumbnails lately, trying my best on my thumbnails. Oh, we got into 19. I fucks with Irish people. Yeah, I fucks with Irish people too. I fucks with Indian people, bro. I fucks with any kind of people. Those are my peoples. I fucks with Afghani people. I fucks with Jamaicans. I fucks with everybody, yo. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with everybody. Black, Spanish, white, Mexican. Don't matter what you are to me, man. It's the person right here that I'm seeing that I fucks with. But you know what? At the end of the day, Irish people are good people. Irish can't. Irish isn't like a necessarily always got to be a white thing. I've seen black Irish people before. I have. I have seen a black Irish dude before. I have. It's like that. I've seen that before. It's rare, but I've seen it. And my three little nephews are black and they're Irish as well. So it is rare, but it's when an Irish woman has obviously kids with a Jamaican guy or something. But yeah, that's my little homies, yo. He's usually up in here in the chat. My little cousin Elijah, my little nephew, he's probably watching. Shout out, shout out to my little homie Tree Drag. What's a daily schedule like while in the hole? Yeah, Drink Drag for real. And his two brothers. You know, I just visited with I just introduced uh you know Jay's wife, his widow, to endlessly the other day. 2 days ago, she met the one I always speak on, JJ from LTF. He had passed away early in life. Rest in peace, Jay. He had LTF on his wrist right here, and he's a good dude. His wife, his girl, he was with for years as a teenager and stuff, and was with him when he passed. Is still, with him. Still stays around the family. Still stays living with his mom. They have a house together. Shout out, you know. But a daily schedule in the whole, okay. Daily schedule in the whole would more or less revolve around your food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because that's when you're gonna know what time it is, right? So you're definitely gonna be basing your times off of your food trays. Because you're gonna know, okay, it's breakfast, it's this time, it's lunch, it's dinner, and then from dinner till the next breakfast, it's a long stretch of not knowing what time it is. Okay? And a lot of these ones, a lot of times when you're in the hole, you don't even got a window. Some of them do. Don't get me wrong, some of them do have that little skinny little window, but some of them don't. And that's fucked up when you don't know what day or time it is. When the fucking lights don't go off, they just dim down a tiny touch at night, and then it's lights out. So the light still stays on, those big fluorescent lights, but it dims a tiny touch. Uh, so basically you wake up and you don't even have nothing. A lot of time when you're in there on lope, they call it lope, loss of all privilege. That's like where you're really fucked. They're gonna take your mattress out when you wake up in the morning, put it under your cell, so that way you fucking can't even lay down comfortably and sleep it off. The mirrors are hella right now. That's not me stopping your head right now. You can't hear that on the camera. Yeah, man, anything goes around from bottles, stones, matches, sticks, fists, guns, whatever. We actually have legal stick fighting. Yeah, I know. You're from Trinidad, right? Six, I believe. I think you said you were from Trinidad before. I can't remember. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Oh, shoot, you can? Damn, sorry, man. I didn't know you could hear that. That's cool. Oh, we just hit 20 likes. That's nice. I like that. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Well, it's been an hour and 40 minutes already. Damn. Lives go by quickly, you guys in the chat, man. I love all y'all. You guys are family right here. For the daily schedule, I'm going to keep going on about that. So basically, you're going to be working out quite a bit in the hole because you're going to have nothing really to do. But they take your mattress out, and you're not going to have nothing to do except for wait for your food. And so you're going to work out for a while, pace back and forth for like I'd say at least an hour, maybe longer, hour and a half, pacing back and forth from the far wall to the door. Just walking back and forth thinking. That's why to this day I still do that. I still pace back and forth like that. And that's a thing. I think that's a habit that I won't ever be able to break. If I'm talking on the phone or I'm on a video, a lot of times I'll start walking back and forth 90% of the time. But I'll be talking endlessly on the phone, not on the not on the webcam, but if I'm on the actual like phone, I'll be walking back and forth. It's like because I'm thinking, right? And so that's what I would do for quite a while. You sit and think. A lot of times they wouldn't even give you a pencil or a Bible or nothing. So those times would be real treacherous. And you just mind over matter, and just thinking about your life and thinking about what you want to do when you get out, thinking about dreaming about what you want to do better next time. You know, that's good. Welcome to Canada. Yeah, that's my girl. That's my girl. You feel me? I'm happy. Man, honestly, she's a good girl. She's done nothing but help me. She's been a great support. She's a great woman. What's up, Strictly Strange? What's up, fam? Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping in, bro. Thank, thanks for coming by, brother. This is good people right here, everybody. Go check out Strictly Strange. Follow that guy right there. That's good people right there. Follow him on IG. Yeah, 20 legs, an hour and 38 minutes in, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up shortly. We'll do like 2 hours. I'll start wrapping it up at like quarter two, or like when there's 10 minutes left. I'll start wrapping it up, saying peace out to everybody. You know, let's give Strictly Strange a wrench. This is about giving out the wrenches. So, yeah, this has been a good vibe tonight, everybody. I appreciate all the good vibes and all the positive comments and everything tonight. All the good, great questions. And to get back to what it would be like a daily schedule in there, on low, lots of our privilege, it's just bad, yo. Like they even take your canteen and put the bag of your canteen in front of your cell, yo. So I could literally see the bag of the canteen sitting there. And they don't even want to let you allow you to have your own canteen for fuck's sakes. Okay, so you want to be able to, like, when they come in the morning, they'll ask you, this is every other day. They'd be like, do you want a shower? Do you want phone? Do you want yard? So you'd be like, yes, yes, yes. So you want your phone, you want yard, you want shower. So if you go in to do the shower thing, they're gonna freaking take everything off you, and then they're gonna strip you naked, take your jumper, take all your good stuff, go into your cell. If you have like an extra apple or something from lunch, even if it's from that day, they're gonna take it out of your cell while you're in the shower. They want you, expect you to shower in your gosh darn handcuffs and everything, your shackles. They fucking got your handcuffs and shackled up in there and shit. And then when you're done washing and that, they leave you in there for extra long. You know, it's crazy. It's like you basically drip dry because they leave you for so freaking extra long. Uh, and okay, so then you go back to your cell, and then they might come. And, okay, if you're not right up and say, "Yeah, I want yard," you're gonna miss it. They'll skip you. You won't get it that day because they come right like 6 a.m. or whatever, even before breakfast sometimes, and say it so quietly beside your door. Beside they have a little chart there with your name, and like they come every hour or however long, every 20 minutes to check if you're alive or not, right? So they just peek in to see if you're alive or dead, and they say alive, 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 alive every time they come, right? Well, friggin' they say it like this loud, like, "Do you want yard?" And if you're like dead asleep, if you're not someone that wakes up like that, like you're not gonna hear that. So a lot of guys will miss the yard and then be like, wake up at breakfast and be like, "What do you mean? I did not get asked the yard." And be like, "Oh no, we were there already. We asked you." It's like that fucked up. So you literally got to be up waiting for them to come around and ask. And be like, "Yeah, I want yard. Yeah, I want shower. Yeah, I want phone." Or else they do the same shit. You want yard? You want phone? You want shower? Like literally that loud, and so it's not that bad. It gets to be that treacherous to try and do anything to break you down. And like I've said before, they even go to the point to mess with your food while you're in the hole, and to the extent to fucking spill whatever, like if it's like a juice cup with like fruit in it from the juice from the fruit, they'll spill that shit on your bread to make it more worse for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I be able to hang out with her just like this. Let's survive answering questions and whatnot. Yes, for sure. Six pounds will take care. Yeah, we having a blessed fan. I'm gonna try to catch your episode in Trinidad if I can. Okay, cool. Respect, Six Bronco. We'll see you. Have a good trip, bro. Stay safe. Be safe on the plane and everything, man. And we'll see you if you don't see us in Trinidad. If you can't catch one, that's cool. If you do, awesome. And we'll see you when you get back if you don't end up catching one from Trinidad, bro. Very good people. Six Broncos been around since the beginning. Leafs fan. Oh shit, I like that name. Leafs fan. What's good, bro? What's good, brother? Hope all is well, brother. Yes, all is great. Everything's great, man. Peace, T Dot. Thank you. T Dot Skytown 416. Also, all fans, please spread time 6 and endlessly. Two, all family and friends get them on the YouTube map. Love yous all. Peace. Out. Good night, all. Okay. Thank you, Scartown. Shout out to Scarborough one more time. Yeah. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Go Leafs, go. Yeah, for real. You're very welcome. And welcome, Leafs fan. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. It's the LTF chat. We just vibe in on Saturday nights here. You know, it's a big playlist here. We got over 350 videos on the channel. Check it out. Lots of interviews. You're gonna have to look at the playlist. We got fight playlists, interviews, prison handbooks, uh, you know, all kinds of stuff. You're just gonna have to check it out. T dot later, bug. Yeah, bro. Later, man. Be good. Have a good night's sleep, everybody. And it's really good when you make it a thing like Eddie has done every Saturday. It's really good. Yeah, it is. It becomes like a community. You know, everybody gets to know it. It's like, okay, We know where we're going. We know this is happening, and you can come and just have fun, say hi. It feels like it's family, it's a community. You know, we've known each other for a long, long time now. It's been like over a year. It's been a year and a half. So, yeah, that's what it is. So I'm gonna start shouting everybody out that's been here. All the mods. I'll shout out. I'll start out with MC8. Good night. Broken on podcast. Good night, homie. Six. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning and stuff when I get up before our 3:30 appointment. All right, fam. Safe travels, six, bro. Yeah, safe travels on your airplane, homie. Mr. Muffin Man, and uh, Leafs fan, welcome to the channel. Keep coming around. A couple more weekends. Keep coming around. Keep commenting. Don't be shy. And if you get a wrench, bro, we'll welcome you properly as a family. I think every other week I'm gonna do StreamYard so that, or at least once a month I'll do it on YouTube so I can give out wrenches, and then I'll do it on StreamYard the other time so that way if people want to hop on and shit, that way they can because on here you can't do that. So I wanted to do StreamYard, but I also wanted to give out wrenches. So I might actually fucking go find someone else to jump on their shit later on, maybe. I'm energetic. I might go do that after this. Might take like a 20-minute break and then go jump on someone's live if they're up to it. Okay, so I'll go search the YouTube fucking circle. Alright, peace out. Peace out. Let's see who else was here. Strictly Strange. Thanks for dropping in, brother. So many people who came tonight. Heaven, Hood Billy, Six Bronco, Muffin, Anna, Heaven, Fade to Pitch Black, Ghostly Sketch. How the fuck can you just jump on a man's head? Like, I can't wrap my head around that story when I hear it, bro. I know, bro. That's fucked up, man. Mighty Mouse was a piece of shit. A real piece of shit, bro. Um, it's fucking disgusting. I can't believe it. A lot of people could understand it. Um, he used to like fucking handcuff inmates and like fucking push them down the stairs and shit like that. Like, guy was a fucking weirdo. Um, yeah, this guy was weird. Just the stories I heard about this dude from like people that were in the Hearst years before me and stuff like that. Crazy shit. And then in the West, that other guy, Bam, he was a real winner too. He used to fucking do fucked up shit to inmates. So good night, Ghostly Sketch. Good to see you. Keep coming around every weekend, and positive vibes and shit like that, man. It's all about positive vibes. Sunset, thanks for coming through. Uh, let's see who else. Haven't asked a lot of questions. Shout out to Heaven. Shout out to TNT couple. It's a couple. T dot 416 Scartown. Richard Alley. Thanks for dropping in, bro. Homeless in America. Thanks for dropping in. Everybody, smash that like, man. Like you said, share. You know, share to all your family and friends. We appreciate it. Both channels, if you can. Go check out our episode that we made for St. Patrick's Day. It was about MSC's first month here, the differences between Vegas and Toronto. Okay, smash that like and check it out. Subscribe on the other channel if you want to follow our story over there. If you're into the story of just me and her, if you're into the jail stuff, subscribe right here. All right, everybody, we're gonna wrap it up. We'll see you in the next video. It's been a good live. Hit the like. Night, everybody. Night, chat. Stay blessed. All right, sounds good. We'll see you all in the next one. Okay. Thanks, everybody. And I appreciate all of you. LTF chat.